Hey guys, happy Friday. It's another one of those this is what happened but you weren't here so you missed it vlogs. Today I'm down in the studio and I want to talk about mascara. Up until about a few months ago, I never wore mascara because I felt like it was too hard to put on, and a lot of the mascaras that I had tried in the past were clumpy and I wasn't good at it. So then I started watching a lot of the makeup gurus on YouTube and I decided that I was going to give it a try. So I have 8 mascaras that I've tried in the past few months that I want to talk about. First of all, I want to talk about issues. A lot of people have issues with dark circles under their eyes when they use mascara. And I think 2 things can help you out if that's something that you have a problem with. Number 1 is to prime your eye area, and don't forget to prime underneath the eye area before you put on your eye makeup. So maybe like a Too Faced Shadow Insurance or the NYX eye primer. I mean, just about every makeup line makes an eye primer, whatever makeup line that you enjoy using. Try out the primer. I happen to really like the NYX, and it's cheap. So I'm a big fan of the drugstore makeup. I don't really buy too much high-end makeup. So another thing I like to share with you guys, the best, the second part of the dark circles thing, make sure you get a waterproof mascara. That will not run. A lot of the waterproof mascaras, you put them on and they will not budge for the entire day. So I recommend, before anything else, do the eye primer and get a waterproof mascara of your favorite formulation. Now, the waterproof mascaras are a little bit difficult to take off, so this I found to be the best eye makeup remover, the Neutrogena oil-free. This stuff is fabulous. All you have to do is put it on a cotton swab, or like a little cotton pad. Hold it on your eye to start to dissolve the mascara and the eye color. It takes it right off. It's really amazing. And then just wash your face with whatever you usually use to get off the residue from that. It really doesn't leave a whole lot, but it works really well. And I've tried other brands like L'Oreal, and I've tried the store brands. And the Clinique is pretty good too, but this is probably a lot cheaper than the Clinique, so I would go with the Neutrogena. You can trust them. This is something that I just picked up the other day, and I'm already in love with it. It's the L'Oreal Visible Lift foundation. This stuff, it's so good. If you're an older lady like myself, it does a good job. Just try it. I mean, it's not that expensive. I think it was like $14 and change, and if you can get a buy one get one or a buy one get one half off, it's definitely worth looking into if you use drugstore makeup. Alright, so let's get to the mascaras. Today, I had planned on doing this all week, and I kind of had it in my mind what I thought was good, and then when I went back today, and I came home from work and I took off my eye makeup and I said, let me just try these all one more time. I found that the more proficient I had gotten and the more willing to experiment I had wanted to be, some of my favorites were not really my favorites anymore, and some of the ones that I really absolutely didn't like became my favorites. So it's weird. Let me start off with what I like the least. Alright, well, I hate to say it's the Stila. I have a Stila Multi-Effect Mascara. The brush looks like this. It's a very small brush. The formula is kind of dry. It doesn't go on very easily. The brush is a little bit curved. I mean, it's nothing special, and for the money that Stila charges, I don't really recommend that one. Alright, another one that I didn't like so much. I mean, this is a decent mascara. This is the Avon Waterproof Regular Old Mascara. The brush, pretty small. I don't know if you can see that. It's just a brush. It's not like one of those ones that has the rubber on it. It's just regular brush. The formula goes on pretty easily. The brush is good at doing underneath, but I mean, it's nothing special. If you don't really care so much about lengthening or fullness or anything like that, it's a pretty good mascara. Okay, now this next one is really popular right now. There's a lot of TV commercials for it. It's Falsies by Maybelline. And the brush on this one looks like this. Pretty much like the Avon, maybe just a little bit bigger than the Avon. Again, the same thing. Goes on pretty well. It gives a lot of volume, but really not if you have thin lashes to begin with. I think if you have thick lashes or thicker lashes to begin with, it will give you a lot of volume. It'll fill in the spaces. But if you got skimpy lashes to begin with, I found that it kind of makes like these weird like twigs. I wasn't very happy with this one, but I mean, my lashes are pretty skimpy to begin with. Oh, as I've gotten older, they've gotten thinner and thinner. So this one really didn't do it for me, the Falsies. Let's see. Here's one that I haven't used in a long time that I never liked until today. It's the Clinique, let's see, high definition lashes. The brush on this one I always hated. It's a hybrid brush. It's half comb, half brush. So I never really knew how to use it until today. The rubber part that's the comb is great if you have thin lashes because it really loads the product on and makes them a lot thicker. And the brush part is especially good for getting in for the underneath lashes. So this one is actually, the brush is really good on it. I don't know so much about the formula for the Clinique. I think it tends to get a little bit flaky, so I'm not a big fan of that one, but I love the brush on that one. Now this one is a blast from the past, the Lash Stylist by Maybelline. This is the weirdest brush I have ever seen. When I first got this, I hated it. It's just a brush, it's like a little comb. That's it, on one side. And I always avoided using this because I thought, wow, that's really weird. I'm afraid I'm gonna poke myself in the eye. But today I picked this one up and I fell in love with it, and unfortunately they don't make it anymore. I think your best bet if you like something like this is to look on eBay or maybe on a UK website. I think they might sell something similar to this, and some people have said that one of the Rimmel ones is pretty similar to this with the comb on it. And if worst comes to worst, get another mascara and just use the brush from this one, because it really, like I said, a comb like that really thickens up the lashes. In fact, I'm wearing that one right now. I don't know how much you can see with the camera without me like really zooming in, but that's pretty much one of my top two. Definitely love that one, and the formula is a very good formulation. Won't get flaky or anything like that. Alright, now this is pretty much an old standby. Everybody's tried this one, I'm sure. The Lash Blast. This brush is huge. That is one huge brush. And it's kind of got the rubber things on there. It's fat on the end, so it's really hard to get in and do the bottom lashes. This is great if you want to have a lot of volume on the top and you don't really mess around with the bottom ones too much. The formula on it is pretty good. It goes on easy. It stays on. I mean, it's pretty much a good all-around mascara, except the brush is huge. And if you're not careful, you could really poke yourself in the eye with it. That's all I'm going to say about that one. Now this other one, I just got the other day, the Voluminous Million Lashes. Everybody seems to be raving about this one. You know, nice gold packaging. This one, their big thing is it cleans the applicator off completely when you pull it out. This one is pretty much on the same principle as the Lash Blast. The brush is a little bit more tapered, and the point on it, you know, since it's tapered, it's easier to get in on the bottom lashes, and since it's like those rubber bristles like on the comb, it's a lot easier to coat your lashes. So this one I would definitely recommend if you can get the one with the comb. And the comb is not so great if you've got thick lashes to begin with. So I'm saying, you know, the comb is good for people who've got skimpy lashes to begin with. This is probably an all-around good one. The formula is really good. I wore this to work today. It did really well, didn't move, didn't give me any dark circles or anything like that. So that was really good. It made it nice and full. Now this one is basically the same thing as the one in the gold. This is the L'Oreal Collagen increasing or something like that, or collagen volume something or other. The brush on this one is a huge brush, but it's not the rubber brush. It's like a huge bristle brush. And it's great for lengthening the lashes on the top. On the bottom, it's hard to get in there because the brush is so big. But these ones with the big things are great for the tops, not so much the bottoms. So if I had to pick one that I probably couldn't live without, it would be a toss-up. It really would, between these two. Because this one is great for getting in the bottom, but it still does a really good job on the top. And the Lash Stylist, the comb, it's perfect all around. I mean, with the very thin wand, the comb, you can really get in on the bottom. And if you got thin lashes like I do, it really gives you a lot of length and thickness on the top. So yeah. The next thing that I'm hoping to try, eyelash wise, is, I think it's by L'Oreal. It's a serum that, I guess it comes in a double-ended thing. One part is the serum that you put on, and the other part is the mascara that you put over it. But the serum is really supposed to be kind of like the poor man's Latisse, where it will thicken your lashes and keep them from breaking and falling out, and just generally put them in better condition without doing like a prescription. So I'm going to probably be checking that one out in the future. The only type of mascara wand that I didn't really try was the Lash Explosion, which is like the ball on the end. So I think that's something that I would like to just give it a try, you know, but I'm definitely loving the comb and this gold one. But, you know, like I said, if you can't get the comb, get the gold one. That's like the second best. And if you've got the money for the Clinique with the hybrid half comb, half brush, this is another good alternative too, but I wasn't really thrilled with the formulation on that one. So I hope that helps everyone, or maybe it's just confused you completely, but that's all I got to say. So until next time, much love.